Okay, we'll discuss a little bit. We're holding Shabbos, unless somebody has something to say. Not makbid. We'll keep a half hour. We'll try to Shabbos Zachor. We're coming up to Shabbos Zachor, and Purim. So maybe we'll discuss it a little more. But there's one big nakuda that I would like to discuss a little bit that I think is important for us. It's maybe if I speak about it, I'll feel it. Sometimes I feel the fight of the Yetzer. The fight of the Yetzer, he makes it murderous to feel this. I was learning the Chofetz Chaim this morning. Every day there's the Yomi, and this morning's Chofetz Chaim is going through about if you're speaking Lashon Hara about something that's not Negeya, meaning it's a true story, but it's a true story, but totally misunderstood. Right? Totally misunderstood. You could take something out of context. You could take something that's mamish misunderstood. What's that example? His example is you have a guy that did something terribly wrong, but he changed his ways. Or you have a guy whose parents were terrible people, but he's not that way. And you tell people, you know his history. He comes from a home where his parents are like this and like this and like this. Who knows what? I remember a guy once telling me about the guy telling me, this guy, you see, the from guy, if you know what his father sells, Shem Yerachem. Wow, what terrible stuff, terrible guys. Okay, what's it got to do with him? What does that have to do with him? Remember the meat story in Muncie when that guy was caught selling not kosher chicken. His kids had to hide. It was the embarrassment. What are the kids are great kids. What did the kids do wrong? He probably didn't even bring his chicken home to his kids, I would imagine. I'm sure he gave his kids kosher chicken, so they were probably the better guys in Muncie. They were eating kosher at least. So, and what do they do wrong? Because their father did something, so that's why there's an envelope for them. But you could say, that kid, yeah, it was his father. Who cares? It's a true story. But it's totally not true the way we're taking it. We're taking it that it's a chisorin, that there's something lacking in the person. That's what we're doing. And that takes place, the same nakuda takes place when you say about something that was history. So if you look, is that a Chofetz Chaim right in front of you?
Yes, it is.
So you must look at the halacha, and it hit me. It hit me that I wish I believed this Chofetz Chaim. I know he's right. He's the Chofetz Chaim. He's speaking, but again, it's mamish. I think it was today's halacha.
Might be the Sparty version of it.
So. Yesterday's halacha. He's talking about Apei Tlosa, and then he says, "Valkein, you have to be very careful about something. It's famous. He's discussing speaking bad about a person on something that's famous. We're discussing yesterday's halacha in the Chofetz Chaim. And we can try to what we could take out of it. A guy, he's no knowledge about a person, and this guy, famous story that he did in the past, he unfortunately, did he mess up, this guy. This guy's done some serious errors. And everyone knows about it. So am I allowed to say it? You're allowed to say things that are famous, right? You're not allowed to say Lashon Hara, and this is a concept that people have this idea called Apei Tlosa. Famous news is not Lashon Hara. Zok to Chofetz Chaim. You have to be really careful. Even if it's very famous about a person, something that he really did bad, when he did when he was younger. From then until now, he's acting like an Erev Chayid. Another example would be everyone knows that this guy's parents were a bunch of terrible people. The kid's not acting like his parents. Anything like this that really, is there anything wrong? There's no avla. There's nothing wrong. Even if everyone knows about it, I don't care how famous it is, but it's famous and there's nothing wrong about it. It's just people think there's something wrong about it. And if you bring it up in a wrong way, you're changing the famous thing. You're really messing it up. Let's say it's famous that a guy killed somebody, but he didn't. Could you say, oh, it's not Lashon Hara because it's famous? But it's not true. It didn't happen. It's famous fake news. What this Chofetz Chaim is saying, the famous news that's true is fake news also, if the guy changed. Because it's famous he did it, but it has nothing to do with reality. Again, what was his words? Listen to these words. They're unbelievable. The words are, and this, something that's famous, v'chol kahai gavna, anything similar to this, b'dover shal pi emes ein avla olav. There's nothing wrong. What do you mean there's nothing wrong? This guy did znus. This guy did avodah zara. There's nothing wrong? What does that mean there's nothing wrong? Why can't I say it over? He did it. Famous story, true story, everything happened. Yeah, but you're saying it over like there's something wrong. There's nothing wrong. What do you mean there's nothing wrong? You know what this guy did? How can you tell me there's nothing wrong? There's nothing wrong because he changed. History is gone in Yiddishkeit. And it clicked. It hit me. I'm like, this is... The Zachor sells us short. The Zachor is such a terrible guy. His most evil thing is he tells us that things that we've done in the past makes it something wrong with us. And the Chofetz Chaim is saying, Ein avla. There's nothing wrong. But tonight I would like to take this a whole nother step, a whole nother level. If we can be Zeicher b'siyata d'shmai to get a little bit of this belief, I think it will be life-changing for us. We're Zeicher to be coming up to a tremendous Yom Tov. Oh! Adol yoda beinar hamul l'baruch Mordechai. Pashut, you don't know. Beinar hamul l'baruch Mordechai. Oh, Rabbi Shalom just gave me a pshat this second. Mam shanu pshat this split second just popped into my head. I think this pshat is worth $1 billion. Must be in your schus. I never thought about this before. Wow. It's worth the whole share already. It was worth coming tonight. See? What a funny mitzvah. Guy tells me, I think I've said this in the past, the guy told me once in the share, I was giving a share in the halachas of getting drunk on Purim. The guy tells me, I told my kid, first keep all the other mitzvahs in the Torah. Then when you're ready, this morning I'm speaking about it in yeshiva, and the guy's like, I don't do that. I'm like, I don't do that? Okay, don't touch my wine. You're not Orthodox. What do you mean you don't do it? No, I don't get drunk. Okay, so you're not Orthodox. Don't come to my house, don't touch any wine that's not mavoshel. She's like, what do you mean? Like, what do I mean? You tell me you don't keep the Torah. You don't like it, you don't keep it. You want to tell me, really, I keep it. I have this big issue. I'm an oinus, I can't drink. Okay, you went and announced it. Oh, I don't do that. Now you don't do that. You could tell me I'm sick, I can't handle wine. I don't know what to tell you. But what do you mean you don't do it? It's one of the mitzvahs in the Torah. If a guy says, I keep the whole Torah besides for one d'Rabbanan, he's not from. You could tell me I keep it, but I keep this way. Meaning, I don't get drunk, I don't get intoxicated to the point of this level, I get intoxicated to the point of this level. Or I keep the shita that says just drink more than you usually drink. So usually I drink nothing, and today I drink an ounce or two of wine. Okay, 1 or 2 ounces of wine, and then I go to sleep. But you better do it. Well, I don't care what shita you go with. There are many different shitas in Shulchan Aruch, but you have to do the thing. You can't ignore halach in Shulchan Aruch. And you do it with pride, like, I'm religious for skipping, because I don't drink. What do you mean you don't drink? The Torah says you have to drink. So what's the shiur that you have to drink? So there's 4 mitzvahs. There's 4 mitzvahs of Purim. There's Megillah. That's easy to understand. You got to publicize the nes. The whole thing came, Haman said that we don't get along, we're spread out, everyone's a man for himself. Put 10 Jews in a room, you have 11 opinions. Put a Jew on an island by himself, he builds 2 shuls, one that he davens in and one that he'll never step foot into. We have all different opinions. That was Haman. Haman was saying that we are a nation, everyone got to argue. We sit there in shul, every shul, you finish davening, you argue about what we arguing about. We both hold the same thing, but we gotta argue out if we hold the same thing till the end. That was Haman. And we say, no, we're all one. We might argue, we might think, but we love each other. You walk into Beis Medrash, guys are fighting cats and dogs, calling each other's names, screaming at each other, bashing it, and then we're hugging, and it's unbelievable. And I remember this in yeshiva. From Baruch Hashem, it was a good yeshiva, and then when after Purim, the guy came over to me, he's like, I'm thinking of becoming a Jew. The guy clean. Everything else, okay, so you guys are Jews, you learn, you daven nicely, but to watch 100 teenage guys drunk like a skunk, gone, wasted, totally gone, and all they're doing is dancing and hugging. Not one. He said, by us, we kill each other when we're drunk. The fights. He couldn't imagine not one argument, not one fight. Everything's gone. 100 teenage drunk people in a room, and it's just dancing and singing and hugging and kissing, and I love you, and you're the best, and I'm your best friend. Everything comes, all the things you went. Only amazing things. He couldn't have had. He said, I don't know. Everything else, okay, I don't know. But this, when you guys are drunk, this has to be a different nation. He was blown away. This is what blew him away. To see the shikar of Klal Yisrael. And but the bottom line is, it's a hard mitzvah to understand. Ad lo yada, till you don't understand, Beinar Haman Baruch Mordechai. Well, I'm supposed to think that the Haman is cursed, Haman is blessed, and Mordechai is. So if you look in the back of the Gemara and the Shulchan Aruch and in the Iran and the Mefarshim go on and on and on and on and on, trying to understand this mitzvah of Ad lo yada. What's the shiur? How much does a person have to drink? So you have a shiur, you have to drink to the point, literally, till you don't know what's going on. That's a lot. You have Rabbi Yisrael Salant shiur, that means you got to drink and 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 drink. And when you're so drunk you don't know what's going on, you're potter from mitzvahs. You can stop. The second you become sober up a little, drink again.
But if it falls on Shabbos, where
It'll never happen. Okay, but the halacha part we'll get to. But yeah.
If it falls on Shabbos.
This year. Okay, let's discuss the halacha after. So let's get to I want to get to the point first. Well, good Shiloh. And then so you have the right. That's one pshat. The other pshat in Ad lo yada just means the gematria of our Haman is 502. The gematria of Baruch Mordechai is 502. Now you got to do the math to figure that out. So Ad lo yada, you're tipsy enough that you can't do the math anymore because you just keep on getting messed up. Okay, so that's not crazy. That's all, tipsy. Once you're tipsy, some people, they don't even have to drink. They never could do the math. That's fine. So they're good. Then one of my favorite pshatim, and that's the pshat that I always went with, was Ad lo yada, you should come to such a level of getting rid of your das. In my opinion, you walk down the street, oh, that guy's terrible. Ooh, that guy's amazing. He's a good rabbi. He's a tzaddik. Oh, that guy's a nut. Right, we have every guy in shul we have an opinion about. There's the Ar Haman guys. There's the Baruch Mordechai guys. These guys we love. The guys are amazing. The guys terrible. What are you talking about? What do you know about anybody? They're all just messengers of Hashem. Hashem put us all down in the world. We all have a job to do. You don't know what a guy's doing. You don't know if he's good, if he's bad. Who is the greatest rabbi we ever had who got us to do tshuva more than Mordechai got up? Guys, do tshuva. Guys, everyone. Nobody's listening to Mordechai, old rabbi. Haman gets up. I'll kill you guys. Oh, everyone did tshuva. So who was the greatest rabbi we had? Haman. So is Haman cursed or is Haman blessed? Who got us to accept the Torah? Haman. And you could do this in a lot of places. So until you come to the class, you get rid of your own opinions, get rid of your das. Drink to the point that you get rid of your das and you realize, I don't really know anything. It's Hashem's world and I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's cursed, who's blessed. I don't know who's Ar Haman, who's Baruch Mordechai. I don't know anything. And there are many, many more pshat, and that's the pshat that I usually went with. But there's a whole other nekuda. And I think that's the nekuda of Amalek. And I would like tonight to hopefully say one inyan that I think is a big chiddush that I don't remember seeing anywhere. Amalek was the point of Suffolk. That was the doubt. Amalek is the gematria of what? How much is the gematria of Amalek? 140 plus 240, right? 240. How much is Suffolk? 240. Amalek is gematria Suffolk. That is what Amalek is. They put doubt. Klal Yisrael came out of Mitzrayim. Nobody messes with the Jews. You talking about the miracles that happen? They say, that was clear. You don't mess with the Jews. Amalek comes down. Maybe you could. What do you mean? You get killed if you do. Look what happened to Amalek when they messed with us. Yeah, but maybe. These are little... Amalek's power is doubt. Amalek is, you're not awesome, you're not great, you're not unbelievable. There's doubt. There's doubt. When you know that you could get something done, when you know you could do something, you go all the way. Why are we always, I don't know, right? You're about to open a store. What? You would be knocking out the store in a week. But will it be successful? Will it be not successful? I'm a little nervous. I'm excited. I could do it. I can't. Maybe. Imagine you were pumped out of your brains. I got this. I have no question. There is no doubt in my mind. This is going to make millions. That store would be open like this. But what happens? You have to keep on exciting yourself. Why do you have to keep on exciting yourself? Because the power of Amalek is he never wants a Jew to be super excited with what he's doing. Whatever you're doing, I don't know if it's really the job I should do, and how do I really know if it's the right ishtadlus, and how do I know if it's not? And when I'm learning halacha, maybe I should really be learning Gemara. And when I'm learning Gemara, maybe I should really be learning Musar. And then I finally sit down to Musar, and I'm like, wait a second, I'm learning Musar. You can't learn Musar all day, you gotta learn Ian. You gotta be thinking and learning Ian. I'm like, thank you, Ian. I don't even know halacha. How could I learn Ian now? First I gotta know what a Jew needs to do. Okay, so I take out a Shulchan Aruch. I'm learning what Maran says, I'm learning halacha. I'm like, okay, thank you very much learning halacha. You don't really know how to learn. First learn how to learn. Yeah, so you start learning how to learn. So you learn how to learn, but you have no bikis. You gotta know Shas first. And whatever you do, the Yitzhar tells you, no. You shouldn't really be doing this. Maybe do that, and maybe do that. You go home. Yeah, but really I should go learn. I don't know, I'm spending time with my wife. Maybe I should. Like last night, I was at the Chasana. The whole time the Yitzhar was telling me, but it's Monday night. You're supposed to be giving the shiur. No, go. And if I would have gone, what would he tell me? You had the Chasana. You had to be here. Nobody else could have done the job. He plays you this way. He plays you that way. Suffix. He doesn't want you to appreciate doubt. That's the power of the Yitzhar. The Yitzhar wants us Amalek. Amalek is suffix. That's the gematria of Amalek is suffix. As long as we're in Golus, we're going to live with doubts. It's a fact. There's no way around it. We live with doubts. We have to try our best. We have to try to live with Hashem, but we live with doubts. That's as long as we're in Golus. What we're trying to get out of, and the day that when Amalek will be wiped out, will be the day that the wisdom will be brought onto the world, the day when Mashiach comes, when everything will be clear. There won't be doubts anymore. Okay? So what do you want? We're still in Golus. So why am I giving a speech about this? What am I talking about? We're coming to the Shabbos, and the Balkair is going to get up, and he's going to say, and he's going to tell us, what are we trying to remember? But we live with Amalek. Hashem's name is not whole. Hashem's name is Yudke Vavke, and as long as we're in Golus now, we go with Yudke, just with the first two letters. The Vavke is not clear. The Kisei, Hashem's throne is not whole, because there's a lot of doubt. The clarity of Hashem is not here in this world. So if it's not here, it's not here. What do you want from my life? So what do you want me to do? I want you to know something. I want you to know that there's doubt, and we dafka learned this the Shabbos before Purim, because this has a lot to do with Purim and who Haman was. I think the pshat's like this. Amalek comes along, and Klal Yisrael is great. They left Mitzrayim. You guys great? What are you, crazy? You know where you were a year ago? A few months ago, you were in the 49th level of Tumah. What great? What are you talking about? You guys were nuts. You were over there by the Zara. You showed up to the Yam Suf. The Yam Suf didn't want to split. Of course, the Malachim said, Halal oiv the Zara, Halal oiv the Zara. The Mitzrayim were idol worshippers and the Jews were idol worshippers. Who are you guys? You guys are nothing. What are you talking about? What's a Yid? Everyone, they were coming right out of Mitzrayim. And all of a sudden Hashem makes an announcement, if you want to accept the Torah, you better know something quick. No, don't think about your past. It's all over. It's all history. It's all what the Chafetz Chaim said in yesterday's halacha. There's no avla. It's gone. If you decided you're not doing it anymore, you decide you're not doing it anymore. It's history. It's old. It's past. It's done. It doesn't exist. And even if the story happened, there was nothing bad about the story. Who decided there's something bad about doing averis? Maybe it's a mitzvah to do averis. Who decided? How do you know? What's avera? What's a mitzvah? Because Hashem said not to do it. So it's an avera. Some people think they decide what averis are. Averis are when you go against Hashem's will. If you stopped it and you did tshuva, the action happened, but it wasn't against Hashem's will anymore because you corrected it with Hashem's will. So there's no avla anymore. It doesn't exist. So why were we in the 49th level of Tumah Mitzrayim? Because we were doing things in the 49th level of Tumah. Once we were taken out, we were not in the 49th level anymore. We now are amazing people. The history is gone. It's a past. It doesn't matter. It doesn't exist. There's no old history. How many people are living with baggage? I want to tell you a story, mamish. This story is mind-boggling. The Havas Yisrael. The Heilige Havas Yisrael, the Vision of Rebbe. This story was set over by this big asking. He went to the big Bali Machshava, who it's a Chassidus, but it's a Machshava de Chassidus. No, more recent. He just lived. Everyone read. It's not very Chassidish. Hopefully, I'll remember. No, mamish recent. And we still have the Rebbe. These are Rebbe now. The same. Okay, but kids, it's one of the Svarim that's learned a lot now, and so he went to he said this over to the Rebbe, and the Rebbe's mom was crying. There was a girl. This girl had a past. She had a history. She didn't not a pretty history, and she went to Yeshiva in Eretz Yisrael. If it was Aish, if it was whatever school she went to a seminary, and she turned her life around. She turned her life around. One day, Magid came to the school, to her seminary, and he gave a fire and brimstone speech. Gan Eden, Gehenna, Averis, mitzvahs, bam! Ooh, did he shake everybody up? There's a God in this world. Life's not a joke. Everyone got inspired. Wow! And the principal sees this girl shut down. That was it. She all of a sudden went from being the top girl in the school. She wasn't learning. She wasn't davening. She wasn't nothing. It just, something happened to her. Principal calls her over and she says, I'm broken. I'm shattered. I can't function. He went through. He really said what Gehenna is. She said, I know what I did in my life. There's no way. He just put it down how Hashem is going to be. Well, what it means to do a mitzvah, what it means to do an avera. That means I might do a lot of mitzvahs, but you know the averas. I did fat averas. I'm not going to get rid of those averas. How am I going to clean myself? And they spoke to her, true, and nothing worked. That speech was so powerful that she was done. She said, what am I trying for? I will never get past that level of Gehenna. I mean, what I did in my life, I'm done. I'm done. And there was nobody that was able to speak to her. Finally, this principal one day met one of the big Askanim in Eretz Yisrael and told him, he said, I had this girl, she was doing amazing. She was the best girl in the seminary. And then we had this speech, and all of a sudden she's gone. And he tells the story. She says, listen, I'm a Vizhnitzer Chassid. Come with me to the Havas Yisrael. The Havas Yisrael was the Vizhnitzer Rebbe. He said, come with me to Vizhnitzer Rebbe. Maybe. He's a very wise person. So he said, what do I have to lose? So he got this girl to come to the Vizhnitzer Rebbe. And they spoke to the Vizhnitzer Rebbe for a few minutes. And the Vizhnitzer Rebbe, the Havas Yisrael, saw in a few minutes exactly what's going on with this girl. And he saw no speeches are going to work. And he looks at this girl. And he said, you're right. You have some serious affairs. Here's a contract. And I am signing down that every avera that you did, I'm taking the Gehenna for. Yeah, 100%. Those averas are serious stuff. You have nothing to worry anymore. You just got to start fresh. Here's a signed contract you could take to your grave. I take your past. Goes on, what? I said, yeah. Signed, Adam. I am taking your history, your past, averas, any aver you did, I'm going to Gehenna for. You're done. You can continue on. And that was it. She went with a load off her shoulders. And she became an amazing person, a mother, married, beautiful home, beautiful family. When this story was said over to one of the great Gedolim, he was crying. He said because this wasn't a shtick. This was the Ahavas Yisrael. He was ready to go to Gehenna for another yid. He loved the Jews so much that all he wanted to do was save him. But let me tell you one thing. Do you think he's going to Gehenna for it? He also knew the power of tshuva. It happens to be he wasn't afraid because he loved the Jew to that point, but he knew the power of tshuva, which we don't know. We don't know the power of tshuva. I'll tell you another story with the Ahavas Yisrael. The Ahavas Yisrael, one of my favorites. There was a guy came, they were sitting Shiva for the Ahavas Yisrael. They were sitting there after he was nifter. And there was this guy came in, and you saw he wasn't the typical, he was sitting in the back. Nobody knew he was. It wasn't Hasidish, but he was Arel Chayid. And he said, I want to say a story. And after a while, he said, could I say my story why I came here? I said, sure. It's a packed room, all the Hasidim are there. It's a Rebbe that was nifter. And he says, listen, he said, I was a Chiloni, but I hated the Datiyim with every ounce of my body. Every fiber. I hated from Jews so much. I couldn't stand them. So one day, a Friday night, I'm driving my car, and I see a whole group of Jews walking. It must have been after Tish. It's 2 a.m. over there in Eretz Yisrael. And there's rabbis walking there, this big rabbi there, with a bunch of Chassidim around him, and I couldn't stand the sight. I was going to throw up. These religious Jews. I parked my car, and I ran over to the whole crowd. I said, guys, you see that car? I just drove that here right now. I drove that here. He just lost it. I was Michal Shabbos. What was his point? And the guy, the Chassidim, ready to come. And the Rebbe was so calm, the Ahavas Yisrael looks at him and says, wow, who cares how you got here? But you're here now. Who cares about the past? How you got here? You're here. Come join us. You're one of us. And the guy just melted. Like, what? He came in with this thing. He's going to get the Rebbe angry. I drove here. That's my car. I just got here right now. And the Rebbe's like, what's the difference how you got here? You're here. And they circled him and they just started dancing. And in a second, it fell to the side. That hatred, he just fell to the side. That was the love. What I would like to say tonight is when we're coming to Amalek has one goal. Think about your past. Think about the history and think about how you got here tonight. You drove, you did this wrong, you did that wrong, you did that wrong, you did that wrong. That was Amalek. Amalek was always ayin molak. Take the eye and do a malika, flick it all off. Look at the past, study your history. Klal Yisrael right now, who wants Klal Yisrael? Klal Yisrael's a nation nobody wants to mess with. Amalek says, no, you guys were just on 49th level till last year. Come on. Stop thinking you're so holy. You have Torah, you got, Hakan Shachainik. You know who you were last year? Stop it. Just stop. You think you changed? You didn't change. Come on. You didn't change. You guys are the same old guys you were. What do you think all of a sudden you became a holy moly guy? That was Amalek. Doubt. Doubt the fact that you could do it. Doubt the fact that you're a good guy. There's not. I'll tell you all the things that you're really not good for. What am I telling you? That you're not good now? I'm telling you the things that you're not good at because of what you did. Take the past and bring it in. The Pshat that was Neschadash here tonight, B'schuschem, and I really appreciate all of you for bringing down the Siyata D'Shmaya, is that is the job of Purim. Ad de lo yoda ben Ar Haman Baruch Mordechai. How drunk do we need to get? Until we don't know between Ar Haman and Baruch Mordechai. What does Bain mean? Bain can mean the difference. But Bain means in between. Bain Hazman means between the Zman. You have El Zman, goes from El Zman until Rish Chodesh, till Yom Kippur. And then there's the Bain Hazmanim, and then goes Tishrei. What's the Bain of the Zmanim between here and here? There's a space. How much of a change is it when we are all unfortunately have situations in life that we are our Haman? We have the Haman part of us. What is Bain or Haman till Baruch Mordechai? Oh my goodness. Haman, you know what it means to go from here to there? Oh, I got to change my whole life around. The whole different things I need to do. There's a million things, and we have our whole concepts, what it means to get from becoming an Ar Haman to changing to Baruch Mordechai. And I haven't done that yet. Yesterday I ate at this chasana, and when the guy called me yesterday, we ate at the chasana, so somehow came up, it was by Shiur. So one of the guys said, what does it mean to be an aide? So I said, aide is the hardest. I never want to be an aide at a chasana. Why? Because I don't really, unfortunately, I'm not a big enough believer. To be an aide, it means you have to be kosher for eidus. That's the only to make a bracha a big deal. Today you call the guy up to read the ksuba. Whole fan. You could call a guy up to read the ksuba. Nothing. There's no covet in it. It's just a speech. A bracha? We all know you made a shackle on your water. You can make a bracha. What's the big deal to make a bracha on the chuppah? Whole kibbutz. The eid, you got to be kosher to be eidus. That's the only thing that really counts. You better get 2 kosher eidim. There's a lot of things that make you not kosher to be for eidus. So that's the scary stuff. So I said, so how do you know? So do tshuva. So the kid tells me, and who said your tshuva was accepted? I said, you're not a believer. That's Amalek. What do you mean, who said? Hashem said how you do tshuva. Regret what you did, accept on yourself that you want to change, and say it out of your mouth. Hashem, I did these averes and I'm trying to change. That's tshuva. And you're done.
Isn't true regret when you're in that situation again and you choose not to?
That's amazing. When you're in the situation again, you'll probably fail again. But right now, if I would be in the situation, would I do it again? Right now, I know. That's tshuva. You know who gave you that speech? The guy didn't want you to believe about tshuva. That's Amalek. That speech is the Amalek speech. He does it. You know what he does? And he does it to all of us. Right? We really regret it. When he comes up again, we're spaced out. He catches us at the wrong time. And he says, you did it again. So last time it wasn't tshuva, because you see you did it again. What are you talking about? When I did tshuva last time, I really regretted it. I didn't want to do it again. Right then, if you would have brought that aver to me right then in front of my face, I would not have done it. Yeah, a week later, I forgot already. But when I regretted it. That's tshuva. If a guy does an aver and he says, Rebbeinu Shalom, I'm sorry, I don't want to do it. That's right. Imagine in a marriage, a guy comes home late and he really upset his wife and she's upset with him. And he says, I'm so sorry. I'm going to really not try to do it. I'm going to try never to do it again. I care about you. You know how much I care about you. I apologize. And you're right. I wasn't caring enough. And I think that, but you know that it was not because I don't care about you. It's not because I don't love you. It's because I got dragged in work. It's not a lack of love. It's just a matter of life. I can't find. And he gives the whole thing and he apologizes. And then the next week, he does it again. That happens to every married person. If it's not time, it's whatever the thing that they deal with. But the next week it happens again. And she says, you say you don't care about me. Let's be honest. When you said it, did you care? So you're going to tell me that it wasn't real? But when it comes to Hashem, what does the Yetzer Hara say? It wasn't real. We all know it's real. That's why the marriages work out. Because it is real. And we really do apologize. And I'm human. And it's part of my faults. We're here for a bunch of years. It's part of my faults. I think the pshat tonight is we have to get rid of the knowledge, the fake, false knowledge we have that there's a big separation between Ar Haman until you get to Baruch Mordechai. There's the guy that's cursed, there's the guy that's sinned, there's the guy that did Avera, there's the Haman part of us. And to get to Baruch Mordechai, oh my goodness, that job I can never get. If you know who I was and what I did, I can't get there anymore. That's Amalek. Drink and get rid of that knowledge. When you drink, all of a sudden everything's fine. Why is everything fine? To teach us that everything is fine. There's no big thing between Ar Haman and Baruch Mordechai. There's nothing in between. You know what it is? It takes 1 second. Hashem, I'm sorry for what I did. I apologize. I really feel bad, and I'm going to try to be better. And please help me. That's it takes. There's no bane. There's no in between. And that's what we need to get to. The koach of Amalek, we'll answer in a second, the koach of Amalek is the doubt. Is to say that your past is part of you, your history is part of you, and it's not true. What the Chofetz Chaim here is telling us is there's no avla. You could have done it, and there is no avla in it. It's not bad, and you're not allowed to repeat it. Why is there no avla? Because nothing bad happened. But I did do something bad. No, you did tshuva already, so it wasn't bad anymore. But I did it. You did the action, but that wasn't a bad action. Who made it bad? The Avera. But you did tshuva on it, so the Avera is not there anymore. They actually might have been there, but that's not an Avera. You did tshuva on it. That's the pshat that we think we should take about this Shabbos, to really think. Amalek kills us because he makes us doubt ourselves. Amalek is begematria suffix because he always puts doubt that we're not good guys. Because he knows that if we believed in ourselves, if we believed we changed, if we believed what this girl believed on the day that the Ahavas Yisrael said, your past is erased. If a malach came down from Shemayim and said our tshuva was accepted, what would happen to us? We would never sin again. So why are we sinning again? Because we don't believe it was accepted. That's Amalek. What changed from a minute in this girl the day before she walked into the Ahavas Yisrael to the day she walked out? Her belief that her past was erased. But it was always erased. But she doubted it. And when you doubt it, you can't change. Because as long as you still think you're a bad guy, you're not going to change. I'm proving to you how strong Amalek is. She couldn't change as long as she thought she had her past. And the Ahavas Yisrael said, I'm telling you, your past is gone. When she believed it and she didn't have doubt and she believed her past was gone, she changed in a second. And we could all do that. That's the story we need to think about this Shabbos and this Purim. If we believe that our past is gone, there's nothing between our Haman and Baruch Mordechai, there's nothing in between. It changes when Haman is the bad guy. If you switch to Baruch Mordechai, you switch on the spot, and your history is gone. It's not there anymore. Haman is eradicated. And you're only left with Baruch Mordechai. If we will believe that and we can erase that Haman, we'll see we'll be different people, we'll be different spouses, we'll be different parents, we'll be different, everything about us will change. Everything. If we just believed what's holding us back from going forward is our past. And it's not true, that's Amalek. Amalek is the one that's making it. We have to be able to, again, I'm talking to myself now. We all suffer from this. This is the Amalek of the generation. The Amalek is that we're always letting our past run our future. Don't let the past run the future. Past is past. It's history. It's over. It's gone. And to end off, that's what Rabbeinu Yonah meant at the back end of Shiur Tshuva, where he has a little letter over there, Geras HaTshuva. And he says, if you ever want to be Zachor to real Tshuva, the day you want to do Tshuva, you have to really, really, really believe you were born today and you have no past. But as long as you believe there's still a past, you'll never get to the real level of Tshuva.
How do we get to a point where we really just no past?
That's a good question, but that's part of the drinking level. The drinking level, the Amalek, that's our job. These weeks are the weeks. These weeks are the weeks to say, because what does it matter? Why am I giving up my future because of my past? That doesn't make sense. This Amalek guy's nuts.
To ignore that happened is
Why? Why not? What do you care? What happened. What are you busy with it for? And he tells me, no, because I'm Erlich, because I care, because I feel bad. Stop feeling bad, okay? Be this girl. Be this girl. It's history. What's happened. You'll see it change in a minute.
What about the Kippur and Misa, all these that are required for Tshuva to actually take place?
Don't worry, we'll work it out later, okay? My proof to you that this is all fake questions, we could answer it. But my proof to you that we don't have to answer it because those questions are not making you better, they're making you worse. That's the proof that they're not real questions. All those questions are keeping the doubt that it's still there, and therefore you're not becoming a better person. If you believe the speech today, your life tomorrow would be a different world. You would walk out of here tonight, you would say, I'm going to sleep on time. I'm no way, I have a whole life ahead of me tomorrow. I'm not wasting my time. No, I still have doubt. Ooh, I'm not sure if the speech was correct. I still doubt it. What are you worried about the Gemara? I'll take you to Gemara for you, okay? You'll send the Gemara to me. When it comes to Shemayim, I'll give you the letter. When it comes to Shemayim, you'll tell them that I said that you're clean.
You know what I mean?
This is still on recording.
The 40 years we'll discuss it, okay? Next 40 years it's clean. In 40 years we can discuss it.
All the big, especially in the Sephardi world, you'll see. You'll see that there's so much. In the Sephardi world, they're very, very makbid on this. They're always talking about my childhood years, my this year, my that. How are you supposed to? And then, so what's the point of saying Tachan every day if you're saying? Meaning, what's the whole point of saying Tachan every day? What?
No. That's not thinking about the past. That's not living with the past. Tachan is saying Hashem. It's saying those words. I'm doing tshuva right now. I'm doing tshuva. I'm done. And when you get it from Tachnun,
Right now, not from 10 years ago.
Let me tell you, you guys do Svanach L'Neda, you sit, the Manas, you stand up?
We don't do Vayom Regad. We just say Hashem Reganu and David and
You don't say Svanach L'Neda Manasa?
we do say Vayom yeah.
Do you sit and then stand up? You don't do that?
No, we don't do that.
Say after Vayom we sit.
Huh?
That's whatever.
By Ashkenaz, we sit.
We don't stand. Ashkenazim stand up by Vanach. We don't do that.
Ashkenaz sits by Svanach
The
L'Neda,
only one that's
and then they stand up by Manasa.
Yeah.
It's only the Shino Sivor.
So all I'll tell you is, Svanach L'Neda, we don't know anything. Okay, we don't know anything. But Manasa, what should I do? Get up and go move. That's it. I know nothing. That's how you have to think. I don't know. I just said Tachna Nashamnu Baganu, and now V'anachnu L'Neda. I don't know it anymore. Manasa, what should I do with life? Let's go! Do! Come on! Pump! Manasa, what should I do today? You got a job ahead of you. What, are you busy with the past? You have a whole life ahead of you to work with. No, you don't understand my past, my history, blah, 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 blah. Stop hacking your history. What do you have? You have a life to do, work on. The Yitzhahara can't handle it. Amalek can't handle it. Imagine you're going to use your life. No, sit there and chew over yesterday's food and chew over Kelev, Hashav al Keyay. The dog, he eats, he throws up, he eats it again. What are you doing? You chewed that food already. What are you, a cow? No, chew it again, but I did this yesterday. Let me chew it again. Let me chew what I did yesterday. Eat fresh food. Come on, get moving. What are we doing? That's Amalek. In old generations, when you're going to be 75, you'll be outside the Gomer, and you already used your whole life the way you were supposed to. And then you'll start thinking about how to erase your old stuff. Okay, you'll redo tshuva. For the next 40 years, on my shoulders, you don't have to worry about the past. Every day, just say, Hashem, I feel bad for everything. Once a day. Hashem, I feel terrible for everything I did. Well, you could do it twice a day, but once by Tachnon, once before you go to sleep. Hashem, I feel terrible for all the various I did, and I'm going forward. I don't know. I regret it. I feel terrible. Manasa, what should I do now? So, huh? You don't do tshuva on Shabbos. No, but the Shabbos is in the King's Palace. What, are you going to be busy with what you did on Shabbos? What are you busy with time, huh?
Shabbat Yom Kippur anyways.
More.
You keep Shabbat, you get
Yeah. But this is Amalek. Amalek wants us to doubt. What was Haman saying? No, you guys are not deserving. Come to the Suda. You guys are a bunch of evil people. Look, we have the kingdom of the Beis HaMikdash because you guys don't deserve the Beis HaMikdash. What you do deserve it to get rebuilt. No, I'm telling you, you don't deserve it. That was Haman's goal. And what's the proof of this all? At what point did the miracle of Purim take place? What was the first move in the miracle of Purim?
Shushan. The Kisei HaKavod having to be stuck in Shushan.
True, but what was the first, that will led to it, but what was the first move how did that happen?
So when Esther walked off of
When Vashti got killed. That was the first big move where the biggest wicked Russia got killed. Right? Vashti, she tortured the Jewish girls. She tortured. No, that was the beginning. I didn't say the end. No. The beginning of the bad going down was when Vashti was killed. The beginning was Vashti being killed, which led to Esther becoming queen. That was the beginning of the whole story. Okay, whatever, I don't know. They're all. It's my chalakis. Who was worse, Achashverosh? Vashti L'chor was worse than Achashverosh. They were. I don't know. It's hard to know. They were Lamed Vav Rishon. You know. I'm trying to tell you, these guys were at the top. So, and she was the beginning of. It didn't make any sense. Where did she get? She was much more powerful. She was a lot more powerful than Achashverosh. For him to kill her and then Esther come in. It also. When did she get killed?
On Shabbos.
But when? While we were doing the Avera. The actual Avera that we were all going to get killed for, during that Avera, Hashem already started the miracle. What do you mean? Still middle of Avera?
It's true, the remedy.
It's all past. It's all history. Hashem says, I'm telling you, even at the Avera, that's not what I'm busy with. I'm setting you up. I love you to bits. I want you to change. I'll start the miracle while you're in the middle of Avera. I'll still start. But I have to kill you. Okay, so I'll make a gzeira to kill you, but the gzeira to kill you will get you to do tshuva, and then you come back, and then I won't have to kill you. So the punishment will save you. That's Hashem. Hashem's not looking, and we're busy. No, you don't understand. We really are bad, and we really this. That's Hamalek and Haman. That's it. We really are bad, and we're really not good. That's Hamalek and Haman. That's what we have to eradicate in the next week. The next week, and I have to eradicate these sveikas from us, these doubts. We have to know we're the Rebbeinu Shem's children, and we're here. Man nasa, what could we do? What could we do? Forget about it. I don't know the history. I don't know the past. Hashem, I regret it all. Man nasa, what can I do tomorrow? How can I change my life? What can I do tonight? What's the first step? Go to sleep on time so I can wake up normal in the morning? Move! Now Yitzhak comes, maybe you should learn tonight. Maybe you should do this. Okay, then we're all tired again tomorrow. Then I can't get up in the morning. Then I can't get up, so I feel bad because I woke up late. And then because I woke up late, so I daven shachris, I skip half of it. Then once I skip half of it, I feel I'm terrible, so in the middle of work doesn't go well. And then once I do that, this is already lousy, and then I'm already okay. And then he starts again. Suffix. Doubt. And you know what? As soon as it kicks in, done. Beautiful. Thanks, Ashkach. I appreciate you, Musar. Yeah, I'm a bad guy. I don't know, there's no bane, there's no nothing. I could have been a bad guy a minute ago. It's a big deal. I'm a good guy now. So, history. Let's be Zachor, Rabbi.